The Golden Feather and the Lost Kingdom. Once upon a time, in a world where mountains touched the skies and rivers whispered ancient songs, there was a land known as Ilaria. Ilaria was no ordinary kingdom. It was said to have been born from stardust itself, filled with magical forests, talking animals, and skies that glowed with colors beyond imagination. But legends also spoke of a hidden mystery, a golden feather, said to hold the power to unlock a kingdom that had vanished thousands of years ago. That kingdom, known only as the lost realm of Arantor, was whispered about in bedtime tales, sung in lullabies, and remembered in the dreams of the brave. Chapter 1: The Girl Named Elira. Our story begins with Elira, a curious girl with bright eyes and a heart full of questions. She lived in a quiet village at the edge of the Mistwood Forest. While other children played simple games, Elira loved listening to the wind, chasing fireflies, and drawing maps of places she had never seen. One night, as the moon hung low and the stars shimmered like diamonds, Elira dreamed of a bird unlike any other. Its wings glowed like sunlight, and one single feather fell into her hands. When she woke, to her amazement, the feather was real, lying on her pillow, shimmering with golden light. Her grandmother gasped when she saw it. "Elira, child," she whispered, "this is no ordinary gift. This is the feather of Aranthor. It will call you toward the Lost Kingdom." Elira felt both afraid and excited. Something inside her knew this was the beginning of a journey that would change everything. Chapter 2: The Talking Crow. Elira set out the next morning with the feathers safely tucked into her satchel. As she entered Mistwood Forest, she heard a voice calling, "Traveler, traveler, wait for me." To her surprise, it was a crow, black as night, yet its eyes gleamed with unusual wisdom. "My name is Corvus," the crow croaked, bowing politely. "I know the way to Arantor, but the journey is dangerous." "You will need me." Elira hesitated. "Why should I trust you?" "Because," said Corvus, "I was once the guardian of the Lost Kingdom. I failed my duty, and now I seek redemption. The feather chose you, and I must guide you." Though unsure, Elira agreed. Together, they ventured deeper into the forest. Chapter 3: The River of Whispers. The forest soon gave way to a vast silver river that seemed to hum with voices. Each ripple carried echoes of forgotten words. "This is the River of Whispers," Corvus explained. "It remembers everything ever spoken. If you listen closely, it can tell you truths or lies." Elira bent near the water, and the river whispered, "Beware the shadows, for they hunger for the feather." Suddenly, the water darkened, and shadowy hands reached up to pull her in. Elira screamed, but the golden feather blazed with light, forcing the shadows back. "You see," Corvus warned, "the feather is powerful, but it attracts enemies. The shadows will follow you until the end." Elira clutched the feather tighter, determined not to give up. Chapter 4: The Mountains of Echo's days turned into nights as they crossed valleys and hills, until they reached the Mountains of Echoes. The cliffs shimmered with crystals, and every sound repeated 100 times. "Elira," the echoes whispered, "Elira, give us the feather." But they weren't echoes at all. They were the echo spirits, old guardians who fed on fear. Elira raised the feather, and instead of fear, she sang. A simple melody from her village, a lullaby her grandmother had once sung. Her voice echoed through the mountains, not as a cry of fear, but as music. The spirits paused, listening, and then faded into silence. "You have courage," Corvus said softly, "and courage is stronger than fear." Chapter 5: the oracle of the desert. Beyond the mountains lay a golden desert, endless and unforgiving. In its heart lived the oracle of sands, an old woman with eyes like the sun. Elira presented the feather. "Please, oracle, how do I find the lost kingdom?" The oracle studied her. "The kingdom lies not on maps, but within the choices you make. The feather will guide you, but only if your heart is pure." She gave Elira a riddle. "To find the kingdom, follow not the path you see, but the path that calls silently." Confused but determined, Elira pressed onward. "The end see you,"